What up, guys, and welcome back to the Shit Podcast. Today we have a bird skater as a guest. His name is Daniel Cuervo, and he is known in his country, the Dominican Republic, for being the first pro skateboarder in his country. So let's meet him at the Shit Podcast. I hope that you enjoyed this conversation with him.
Hi everyone, this is Daniel Cuervo. I'm from the Dominican Republic, and welcome to the Shit Podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome. What's up, Daniel? How is it going for you?
Good, man. Just been skating and getting ready for all this Olympic qualification, and actually tomorrow going to the Dominican Republic to compete in the Dominican National Championship.
Oh my God! And it is tomorrow.
Well, it's actually I'm flying tomorrow, so I have a week to get ready at the skate park, to feel comfortable, because it's a skate park not in the condition that we skate like globally, when we go to like all these professional skate events. So it's in really bad shape, but thanks to Poseidon Foundation, they got a sponsorship called URIP. It's an application, and they donated some money to actually fix the skate park, so it can be in the condition to compete.
Okay, that is nice. And it is a street course, or is a very big park?
It's gonna be park and street too, but I'm only doing the park event only.
Okay, that's nice. So if you win this, what is going to happen?
So if I win, I get more points towards the Olympics, and then after that, I'm going to the due tour for more to get more points in the middle of May, like May 17, 18, something like that.
Okay, so during this whole year, you are going to have competitions to get points for the Olympics?
Yes, correct. So we had the due tour. So far, I think the due tour, and then they have a final world championship. Don't know. They haven't said yet where it's gonna be, because the COVID and all that. All the events have been delayed, and they've been moved to another date and like that. But hoping that it's only the due tour, the championship in my country, the due tour, and then that event, and then hopefully that will decide if I'm in or not, to the Olympic. But that I'm hoping I can make it. And bring the Dominican Republic to the first Olympic,
For sure. So good luck with that. And are you the only skater from the Dominican Republic that is going to represent?
Yes, I'm the first. I became the first pro skateboarder in my country in 2011. Since then, I've been just representing here, and towards the Olympics right now, I'm the only one doing the whole Olympic tour. There's other skaters in the country who wants to do it, but it's just they're not doing it. They haven't done any of the tour event to get the points, but hoping for 2024 if we get a skate park, because that's the only problem that we've been lacking of on a skate park. Like we don't have a good skate park for them to practice. I was lucky that I moved to California in 2011 and was being able to practice here. But so far, I'm the only one, and I'm hoping that I can open that door for others.
That is really nice. So what do you think? You are from Dominican Republic. So what do you think about the skate community in your country at this moment, nowadays?
I think is right now they have a lot of passion. They have a lot of love for skating. I think it's amazing. They've been staying together. They want to go out and compete, but they don't. I'm hoping that after the Olympic we get the city to build the first public skate park. like with the standards from a professional skate park, because if we have that, that's honestly the level in 2 years will be so much more than what it is now, and a lot of kids will be able to get ready for to go to the Olympics in 2024, or maybe not, maybe to 2028. But that's, I feel like that's all we need right now, a good skate park and more support from the city. But skate community is amazing so far.
That's really nice. And what about the industry? Do you think that it is giving the support that the community and the skateboarders deserve in your country?
Well, in my country, no, because we don't have any demand yet, since we don't have a skate park. So I feel like it's one good skate park will bring more people the idea to create more skate shop and things like that. Like right now, you can find in the whole country probably 1 or 2 skate shops. So that's it. And I feel like for the industry to grow, people need to open more skate shops and have like at least 10 skate shops in the country.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah, support is important, and the spaces and the spots are important too.
Like also companies who have nothing to do with skating, they should start bringing money to doing events and stuff like that, and support the skateboarding community.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that idea. Okay. What do you think about the Olympics idea? What do you think about this idea of having a skateboarding in this massive event? What is your opinion?
I think as long they have the people, they it's not only people who don't skate running, like as long they get orientation from skateboarder, and as long they listen to the skateboarding community, I think we're in a good path. Because I think Olympics will bring more skate parks, more positive, a positive mindset to skateboarding. I mean, a lot of the skateboarding mentality, it can be a little dark for kids growing up. So I mean, and you need a little bit of everything. It's good to have the hardcore skateboarding community, and now have the Olympic mindset. All the kids who wanna be an Olympian one day. I feel like it's all good. Olympic athletes, they have the mindset to also study, have a career, university career. A college degree, and also keep going and be a professional skateboarder. So I feel like Olympics give you all those values that us as only skateboarders sometimes we don't have, because we just want to be out on the street skating. We just need to understand that, and also not let the whole Olympic take skateboarding away from us. We have to keep it balanced.
Yeah, for sure. We need to keep that balance in order to not lose the real essence of what skateboarding is. And it's just having fun, do whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah, it's art, you're an artist.
Yeah, I agree with that idea. We are artists, and our styles speak for us. And that's beautiful about skateboarding.
Yeah, that's right.
Talking about styles, you are a transition skater, a vert skater. Why do you think that you prefer the transitions more than the streets, in your personal opinion?
I like the flow, the how continuous it is. Like, I mean, as soon as I drop it doesn't stop for like 45 seconds doing tricks. Usually street skating, I love it too. I can't say no, because I grew up on the streets in my country. But moving to California, I see all these pools. I can just keep flowing in the concrete, and it's amazing, how I can flow for 45 seconds, 50 seconds, a full run, just doing airs back to back. I grew up watching Christian Josoy, Steve Caballero, all these guys, Mike McGill, Tony Hawk, of course, with the video game, watching X Games, the Bird Contest and all that. And it was amazing. I felt like I got I always wanted to be on the air, flying too, blasting airs. That's why they call me the crow. I mean,
Oh,
my
that's
last
really
name
nice.
Cuervo means crow, so Cuervo crow.
Okay, but
Yeah.
they called you in that way in the States and also in your country, like with the
Well,
translation?
they call me the crow. Before even people knew that was my last name.
Oh yeah, that's true. Daniel
Yeah,
Cuervo.
so that being my last name too, it's like, and I just love to blast air the highest I can go on a pool, on a bird ramp. I don't do mega ramp. I always like to keep it in transition that I can really, because the thing is about mega ramp is you have to find, it's difficult to find a mega ramp available all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but I like verse skating on pools, and honestly, I like blasting airs. The smaller the transition, the higher. It's
Oh yeah. So speaking of this, what would be your recommendation to get some air in a bear drum, in a bowl? Do we have to pop our board before the cupping? How is that technique? I can't get that technique.
I would recommend anyone to start just olling, front side, back side ollie fakie, and when you get that pop strong, your pop strong, then you start grabbing your board, before coping that. Like, and then because when you do an air on a bird ramp, you don't really ollie, you just bonk. So,
Okay.
yeah, so you just bounce the back wheels and shoot, or like a rocket up. But when I'm doing airs in a pool, something below 9 feet, I ollie, like big ollie, and then I try to grab right at the end when I feel like the gravity is pulling me back. Yeah.
Okay.
But honestly, just olling a lot in small transitions will get you the strength to go big in any training.
Very good advice. Thank you for your tips and your recommendations. Okay, so speaking about the Olympic path that you are having right now, what is your daily routine? What are you doing to keep in shape? And yeah, what is a daily routine for you?
Well, I go to the skate park around 9 a.m. in the morning and have a session for like 2 hours. And then, so in that session, I split it on 3 parts. So it the first part of my session is just flowing around the bowl, just getting my legs warm up. My second part of the session is practicing 2 tricks that I need to work on, like 2 tricks that I need to dominate. And then my last part of my session is just doing runs, 45-second runs, just like I'm in a contest with all the tricks I do. Most of the tricks I want to put in a run. And then I do that again. Then I go back in the afternoon for like 2 hour session, but only free skating, like no warm up or anything. Just skate with the friend, the homies, and everything. But in the morning, that's when I do the structure practice.
Okay, and this is all the days, every day you are doing this routine?
Yeah, every day, I try to do as much. I maybe get 1 day off during the week, but I try to skate every day. It's, how addictive is skateboarding, so
Yeah.
I try not to take many days off, and then I do like 3 days a week. I try to do some legs exercise, jumps, just to get my legs strong, So I try to jump into like a table or something, or a picnic table at the park. I don't do many weights or anything of that. Just keep it simple. Just, I feel like the more you skate, the better. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. What about the food? You don't matter about the food, or maybe you are saying like, okay, I need to eat well.
Yeah. I actually eat really good now. My wife like to make a lot of healthy choices, and before I used to eat whatever, but then I realized how important is food. I try not to eat much meat unless it's a really good meat. But I usually more salmon and a lot of vegetables. Yeah, but I try to avoid meat as much as I can right now.
Okay, that's nice. All right, thank you for that. I think that it will help a lot of skaters to have a good preparation if they are also in that path of being
For
pro,
sure.
being an athlete. So
Yeah,
that's real.
definitely. One thing I try to avoid, in competition stuff, it's like the drinking alcohol too. That helps a lot, to keep your mind focused and healthy. I don't say, I drink alcohol, but I keep it very light, just as a celebration, because in
Okay.
the past, I can feel like you feel really tired when you, like, even one beer, man, like, can take your blood
My God.
out of shape. Yeah.
Yeah, so your recommendation is to stop drinking too much beer because we skaters, we like the
Yeah,
beer.
like clean. The more clean you can be for a competition. If you want to skate for fun, okay, go do whatever you want. But for competition, I would recommend stay as clean as you can. It's very important. It's very important. Those
Okay.
45 seconds can feel like a long time when you are on their clock.
Yeah, I have felt that sensation, that feeling. It sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
All
definitely.
right. Thank you again for your advice. So, speaking of this, speaking of about recommendations and tips, what would be your tip to deal with the pressure when it comes to compete, when it comes to skating the contest? Yeah.
I would say, of course, try to get your practice as much as you can. But also meditate, visualize a lot what you wanna do. I try to look at the ball when the photo, a picture, and imagine, visualize what I wanna do in each wall. But in general, I feel like meditation helps a lot. It's the most powerful thing you could do, uh, and try to focus only on what you gonna do. Don't focus on what the other people are doing, because that create a lot of pressure.
Yeah, that's true. So, how did you go for a competition? Thinking that you are going to win that competition, or just not taking it serious and just knowing that you are going to have a nice moment with your skate?
Well, I've been trying so many different ways. There's contests I went there just to have fun.
Yeah.
There's other contests I went there with the mindset of winning, then that didn't work either. uh, and other contests that I go there with, I feel like I try all of it, and the one really worked for me is when I go with the mindset of doing myself better than when I did last competition, but for myself. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you actually compete against yourself, it's one of the most powerful thing, because you, if you do a good run better than what you did in other content, you just stay on your board and do what you do, the tricks that you do. You don't have to do other people's trick. Everyone has different style, different tricks. So you focus about you. The judges, the crowd will love it, will love you, because they're gonna see you competing against yourself and having fun. So that's when the fun comes. Actually, like,
Okay.
in itself. Uh, but yeah, I will just say compete against yourself, because everyone is different, and we all have something good, to offer in skating. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. You have inspiring words. And speaking of this, we noticed that you have had the opportunity to have a TED Talk conference. How how was that experience of
Oh, that was
you know?
incredible. That I was invited by TEDx in Santo Domingo. They were doing it in my hometown,
Okay.
and I went there and I shared part of my story with a lot of young people my age, younger than me, older people, and they didn't even know, like, all the things I went through, or all the things that it took to become a professional skateboarder. And I mean, it was just great. I used to watch TED Talks all the time, and I still do from other people. Sometimes, I make music, so I watch a lot of TED Talks about music, and I love it. So for me, that was an honor to be part of it.
Yeah, and share your experience and inspire other people to really achieve the goals. So that's really important. You are a reference in your country. You are
exactly.
That's really nice. All right. So what is your favorite skaters? Let's talk about your top 5, maybe your references, your influences.
Well, my influence, of course, my local hero, Ivan Maroño, who was the guy who taught me how to skateboard in the Dominican Republic. He's half Dominican, half Spanish. Ivan Maroño. He currently have a skateboard school in La Coruña, Spain. So my other skater let me see, I would say Mike McGill.
Okay.
Yeah. Called the inventor of the McTwist,
Oh yeah.
Stick Caballero. Stick Caballero is definitely the master of style, And so for Christian Hosoi, of course, another master of style. I love Christian Hosoi. Beside that, he's been a very an amazing mentor in my skate career. I mean, all the ones I've been mentioning so far, they've been mentoring me along the way. And there's Davey Hackett, who is also an old school skateboard legend, and it's incredible. I moved to San Diego and he took me under his wings and basically showed me how to ride pools the proper way.
Okay, that's nice. And is there an amazing advice that you remember from him to skate pools in a proper way? Something that
I remember he just told me, just keep your 4 wheels down when you carve, don't lift your front wheels.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, and he's like, you'll see, when you keep your 4 wheels carving through a pocket, you're gonna get so much speed. I'm gonna be blasting airs. And because I used to lose, I grew up riding ramps in the DR, so when I came here, everything was mostly concrete. And I used to lift my front wheels and I used to lose speed. So when I kept them down, the 4 wheels down, I would get so much speed through the pockets and shoot like a rocket, I remember he telling me, and keep your arms down. I used to lift my arms up all the time. My style was all bubbly. So I keeping my arms down and wheels down. It's actually powerful. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Good recommendations. I didn't know them. All right. So how did you get your first sponsor, and when was that?
Well, in the Dominican Republic, I got through Maro. He sponsored me with his skate shop, and then when I moved to USA, I got my first official sponsorship, professional sponsorship through the company Maui and Sons.
Okay.
And then they relaunched a clothing company named Jimmy C Clothing, and that was my first official sponsorship. Then along the way, I got other sponsorship here in USA. So. Yeah.
That's nice. And so what do you think? What is the most important aspect of having a sponsor for you? The team, the crew, the support that the brands give to you?
Usually the team is important. Who is in the team, how you get along with the family. Everyone is like a small family, The team is very important because you're traveling the whole world and then you doing a video part together, so you want to make sure you all get along. So, and also you want to like the products that they make. If they have products you like, you're gonna feel better when you show up in a skate park or anything wearing the stuff. Let's say you only like wearing dark colors. You don't want to be sponsored by a company who make all flashy
Yeah, you get a point.
Yeah, so I feel like that has a lot to do. Sometimes, a lot of people go for the money too, but it's not all about the money. It's all about how you wanna look, what you like to represent.
For sure, I agree with that. So, what would be your recommendation in your personal way of seeing this to have a sponsor? What would be your tip?
Yeah, I will just try to send your footage to companies that you like riding for, that you will visualize yourself riding for, and then when you get your sponsor, make sure, even if it's a flow that you're only getting a few products from this company, try to do your best, post, tag them, so make sure they feel appreciated, because when you show appreciation to a company, they will give you the appreciation back. And not only like on products and everything, but social media, they will repost your videos, and it's, at the end of the day, it's all a collaboration, and that's how we become big in life, just collaborating with each other. For me, it's an honor that you guys are doing an interview, because it's, I'm able to share what my experience, and that, and at the same time, you guys are sharing in your own, so yeah, that's all about.
Yeah, for sure. This is all about supporting each other, and as you were saying, having collaborations.
Yeah, one thing I know a lot of kids that they get products, they get a lot of help from companies, and then they don't show the love back. That will close the door for other people to really support them.
Yeah, that's true. We need to be humble in that sense.
Exactly.
And have gratitude. We need to
complete it.
That's really true. Okay, so speaking about your favorites, what is your favorite trick?
My favorite tricks so far is nollie bisping feeble fakie.
What? Nollie bisping feeble fakie, or what?
Yeah, so nollie 360, feeble fakie, nollie bisping.
Okay, without the big spin? Without, like, nollie shove it 360 and then feeble?
Nollie shove it 360 feeble fakie.
Oh, okay, that is like an MBD. Yeah.
Exactly. So I did that trick for the first time in Florida, and then I did it on a vert ramp there, and now recent I did in a demo I did with the 187 patch team in San Francisco. So it takes me a lot of try always, but when I do, it feels good. And there's another trick I invented a while ago. It's called the Cuervo Special, named by Mike McGill. Nice. It's like a switch boneless body burial, and I just like it, and invert fake kits are one of my favorites too. Just hand plan to fakie. I feel they feel really good. So yeah, it's not those are no difficult tricks. Anyone can do it, but you do what the tricks you feel comfortable always, and make you.
For sure, you did the tricks that you really enjoy doing, and that
exactly
for sure. Yeah. But not anyone can do all these tricks. For example, what would be your recommendation for hand plants? Is this about
hand plants? Well, yeah, I started doing it hand plants honestly on flat. Like I will go and press through the ground and lift my board, and then I did it on mini ramps, little ones. I will say, Mark, put a tape on the ramp wherever you wanna start doing it, and push against the wall, and then move the tape up little by little.
Oh, that's
nice. You imagine that the tape is the coping, and then you move it until you get to the coping. Yeah, so really? That's my only tip. Yeah,
really nice and unique tips. Thank you for them, man. Okay, Daniel, the conversation is about to end. One last question and that's it. So what do you think it is like the best setup of having of a skateboard that we should have for skating transitions? The size of the deck, if we are skating tight or loose trucks,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I for me, I skate 8.5 because it's 8.5 by 14.5 wheelbase. I feel like that's a simple setup, easy to flip, easy to do technical tricks with it. I honestly feel like anything from 8.2 to until 8.8 will be good. If you don't like flipping your boards, doing much tech stuff, you can even ride a 9. Yeah, if you want to feel more the feeling of like old school skating. But I mean, that also depends on the height. I don't know. I'm around 5'7" tall. So for me, 8'5" works perfect. Yeah, depend if you're like 5'2", I will say just an 8 will be okay for you. But it depends on the side and what people feel comfortable at the end. I feel the trucks should be in between, not too loose, not too tight. If you wanna carve, if you wanna go big gears, make sure they're not too loose. You're gonna yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. And what about the wheels? Hard wheels? Do you recommend?
I will in between. Not too hard either, because the hardest, the most slippery it gets. Yeah. So you wanna make sure they grip a little bit. I like let's say Power Flex wheels. They're really good for concrete. They go fast and everything. The Spitfire wheels, they're good. Honestly, they're really amazing too. And Bonds wheels. So I will go with those 3 to ride any transition. But Power Flex wheels, they're really fast. Recommend that if you wanna blast some big airs.
Okay, thank you for those recommendations. Taking note of them. All right, sure. Daniel, thank you for this time. Thank you for having this conversation with us. It was a pleasure to have you here, and thank you for all the words and the knowledge that you have shared with the community.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, guys. This is definitely an honor. I was waiting for this interview. Just like the last few weeks, man, was kind of crazy getting ready for this event in the Dominican. But
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, anything else, I'll be here. And maybe after I come back from the Dominican, I will send you guys an update if we can do it.
That would be very great. Thank you for it. And we wish you very good luck with this contest. You are going to win, that.
Thank you.
All right, so let's go for it.
Alright guys, this was Daniel Cuervo. I really hope that you enjoyed this conversation. In my personal case, I am feeling really inspired right now with the words that he shared with us. And of course, beyond that, I want to practice the tips that he gave to us to improve our technique in vert skating. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember to like and subscribe, and right now let's go skate safe.